Bonjour, je m'appelle Adam Nagy. C'est mon père, Michael Nagy. Il a 47 ans. What is your field of work?
My field of work is archives.
How long have you been in this field?
I've been in this field approximately 22 years.
Over this time, how has this field evolved?
Usually in the past, archives have dealt with physical documents, papers, or writings on some sort of paper object, but now it's evolved into digital media.
How have these changes affected you?
There's a lot more computer literacy required in the job. You have to know a lot about file formats and transferring of electronic documents as opposed to just reading language that's written on paper documents.
Would you say the changes in your field have been particularly positive for you?
They've been pretty challenging for me. They are positive, but they're challenging because it requires a lot more education. You're always having to learn new things, learn about different documents, different formats, a lot of different programs. They're always making new types of documents. So there's a lot more creativity in the world of archives, but then again, there's a lot more learning that's necessary.
How do you think this field of work will look in the future, and what changes will happen?
Well, one of the things that is coming on is that there's just an exponential amount of data that's required to be archived. So you've got things like three-dimensional objects and virtual reality things and games and complex media, that the amount of storage space is just exponential based on the comparison to pieces of paper that are stored in a box.
So in the future, do you think there'll ever be a point where almost all data is recorded virtually?
So everything that's created now pretty much is digital. So everything now that you record or you type or you use audio or whatever is already digital, so that it doesn't take any time to convert it. I think that things that were analog in the past are being converted to digital, but will want to keep the original documents, so the paper books and the old papers and things, we want to preserve them as artifacts, but then in order to access that information, you'll want to convert it into digital data.
So do you think there's a lot of importance to keeping physical data in the future?
Yes, because I think that if the document was originally created in a physical format, then that's the best evidence of that document. So if you convert it to digital, it's mainly to get better access to the information in the document, but it was originally a physical document, whereas a digital document is actually the original format.
Okay.
We're always going to
La plupart de ces interviews parlent de la transition du physique au numérique. Je pense que c'est très intéressant parce que je n'ai jamais pensé à toutes ces données qui doivent être enregistrées. Il a travaillé dans son domaine pendant une longue période et semble savoir beaucoup sur la donne. Et j'ai eu la chance d'avoir pour une interview. J'ai compris mieux les problèmes de le domaine de Michael. Ici, il parle plus de ses opinions de la main droit américaine et comment il va évoluer avec l'automation.